Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
I think it's sad because obi owo Ghana habia before 2024 elections. Sama na dia hen e okroma aye katasehye ne kro no ana atia atene. Because under Akufo-Addo, we all saw say we bunani aguso and people were just messing up the country. Enti na Ghana ni bia sabi onye NDC ni kura no hu say visibly ni people were stealing from us. Enti they wanted somebody about rise to the occasion to restore sanity. Sabi ya public person na amamfo cars or mobile ho ban na we ya ayira no yebetimi akwaje abafie. Enti aban sesa no during the campaign, one of the major way amamfo gina so the two about has to do with the aura, and I think that there are other surveys about on say people believed in that particular message President Muhammad Buhari say amamfo awia isika we need to so obahwa aban sesa no. The economy started on a very good footing. All the economic indicators and statistics in the last time I enumerate but still now man for a bashia bino. Now bizarre was a bin seed that I will chroma say ya to aba ama aban bia be take over. Now buying economically no what fix all the problems and near my main car said near money ye, but you could see clearly the signs say we comparative analysis on where we were and maybe we are. There has been a significant improvement. Na Ghana for new source near mano. Na mum or musing kete say abinding yanching crofobinum. It means the people were convinced and crofobabo chrono. And today, I say the wheels of justice are grinding slowly. To be in Casa wa banded a man for the Omakoko to jail. It needed to go through a process. And I think the pressure kwa Attorney General swa, and it was understandable because a Ghana for wanted that. And lo and behold, some of the cases in almost I said about Bonti, I think the Wontumi one of the classic cases Ghana for what interest because why walk chrome how follow Wontumi. Now tie ne kasam ne nema okeka said osi conducting ho clearly you see say some of these things in beba and this galam say issue I can yes President Muhammad Buhari no mo fire be to Wontumi komu the Ghana for real free say na wo hodada Emma Kwakuba kwande other people raise man be ye tag of war chroma it took President Akufo-Addo no call Koforidua and a clear Wontumi so nyanya hwe so a issue pended that and several other issues. For instance, I had the okoje 30 million so the koye for ye nra oti TV so kekan sem hunu say enso na fa ne ya your friends say okokoje o man sika $30 million so the baba ye fuo na no the day utimi okotwa tractor go egu baby picture now the co deceive amanfo say why enwuma na clearly no there needs to be some criminal inquisition into some of these things. Anti case na cause but the funny aspect of this whole team I mean started from the lawyer and no I think that is funny because what followed lawyer and the appear could be and I'm for a lot of respect for him.
Yeah.
But I think that this particular time round and he didn't get it well. And the all year PR game be all year within the media. Say yeah, also a certain seed in the minds of people say Wontumi and treating it. It is a rule in the Bible and saying I say quote ya Wontumi. Then it turns into the usual NDC MPP politics. Okay. Because this is somebody who has been defending Wontumi throughout the court case. Yeah. Throughout the court case, no tie some of the Bible and saying or person say judge near bias. But or not as experienced as he is. So we are lawyer and say we do be asem. Now we are convinced beyond every reasonable doubt to say judge near and I say even we are convinced that judge near bias ya. Ya wa kwanya fa so a ye betimi dia fa ma judge na recruit no ho. So you can even petition the Chief Justice. I can't say Papa we odi asemi, and that will not be the first time. So Obakaya, a case yana cause you puni case. At some point in time, judges have to be swapped in as a forum. And do we are convinced say judge be a biasa? Your kwanya ya faswa ya report to that particular judge. Now since some now kind of sumu now wo basis na ye reasonable ya betime gina so asesa judge na ma. Ba ya kosi ya ntisa and dia pia kubi kika sansem we nyina bi. Afe wa ba watena se hu se upon all the evidence na won nsem no ye ono akari awo na dwen mu na ohe nsem na yade bo Wontumi na there is no way the gentleman betime nya ne ho adi. And akroma na issues ba na wo ye na NDC MPP a the value of the conversation elusu na in the politics and that is a strategy he has just adopted. But it's unfortunate say a man for respecting but for him to be leading this useless course and I think that is quite unfortunate because he understands that they are just PR gimmicks and yeah ruling ne ba a man for because oh yeah targeting Wontumi and a but no the day we or say always of all emotion judge no to or yes say now when the case or court now file motions are sending now go through.
Okay.
There has been a lot of instances among for court or file motions or be raising objection and as for judge no boni to go. It is part of procedure. If you think that Neman or air cosono, say judge no cry fringe on your human right way within the court now. Maybe you have the right to free trial under Article 19.1. So free say it has been infringed upon court case no course na you can invoke that particular human right when violation a different court because Article 33 amount that particular chance when they come to human right violation even say case be cause of crime, you can isolate that particular case and pursue justice so far as that violation is concerned. And he knows all these things. And what be sound said, dear Baba, I'm an Atanasaki Casa and say, when you know, what who's a ruling neighbor Babontina about the Casa. Your friend is saying a Babontina and Utia and some walkie kaka baby, a drew baby or say. Your friend is saying, so ruling the Babon here be shameful and as a form. And then you know, my catcher say, just PR tactics. But it's unfortunate because as somebody within the legal, your friend is a family, or you're privy to how some of these things you handle, it's really shameful for him to be going on the tangent that he's going. But Jaina has no consequential impact on the ruling. And a judge in a catch no because I know the day and your court in the far your friends and the appear could be a juma and you won't to mean a fair juma and it's a wood jai won't to me a juma. You don't go and tell the judge say a juma my judge and flower juma. All that you need to do is to tell your client to say I juma mean to me in the game. All that your client will have to do is say court or be notify judge and say Masisa me counsel and yet appear could be a way, but this whole thing all year was just to put up a show. Sabi about convince Ghana for say something wrong be cause wo baby tia Wontumi, and the whole thing is not a prosecution but a persecution be a buying shada say odi Wontumi. But I think that Niaman all year doesn't fly in the face of logic, and in Ghana for treating with the contempt I deserve and the answer no aquadano. Then the key issue has to do with this. Your friend is saying plea bargaining issue. Yes. And ubetia, there are some lawyers on the other side, and appear could be Nigeria to at TSC Krum say, oh, so because our plea bargaining and chess and nipani default. Nambum, your friend is on person will go through processing as a forum. But under your plea bargaining regime in this particular country, no, there is no way you can go through the process without admitting guilt. And that has to be established. And I make us say, enti Saudi the corner I am futuro no mutu go amam for any because watch it. Judge answer na court be punish no. There must be a your friend saying legal basis for that particular punishment. Enti sa okofa Ghana ye mrana na sa we go through a obukwa ko hu say answer na ye de obi be court bia no we presume that particular person to be innocent until proven guilty by court of competent jurisdiction. And this a wundi for obi en ho betimi punish under the constitution of this particular country. And this a wunu obi call plea bargaining. Now the outcome of it you will be punished that at some point in time the law has been carved in such a way say until you admit guilt there is no way the judge can punish you because that will violate presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Until the first time a plea bargaining by a madam, section 35 of the the Court Act, that is Act 459. So, of course, section 35. I trust say economic issues say so obi who say why nearma at your mind no sika 7 as for for the term na opese or ma all this sika no ba and now na aban no yen hye no otua sika na you must admit guilt. And sana, your friend is saying that particular process now come. And yes, sir, court to me show to Jessica, and idea winning for the better show. So it is quite clear. And what you know, and President Akufo-Addo pencil or Kofa way the buyer. Your friend is Special Prosecutors Act, so Oberkai is a particular act, and also your friend saying 945, sa particular act, so of course section 71, and also the same thing outline. Processes that you need to go through, and at any point in time, you need to admit, say, you are guilty. And sana waka kujina court to name. And the Plea Bargaining Act 1079 na eba 2022 MPP for bejana ho koye no. Se u go through and crowd here e biem mo bia hu. Wo start here. Woni Attorney General be nhyehyeye. I agree say I don't know. Men and my person go through the process then as a form. Intimate person no yen share yet ase. Now Attorney General now one yen share no. Another encounter process no cry who. Maria Bibia Modia to court to anim no. And a major process and a start free. And the court no back or say, Ansana, one attorney general and as 4 year negotiation, we are innocent until proven guilty. What's your say? Obajatum, plea bargain in Ayadiabano, I was signature and I was here. Obajatum say a mea. Then we catch us, you read you writing in a natural. What's it? And you read me writing in a natural. We are sure, say, Adi will go through what wave or right to appeal. What's it? Anne, my wave. We are sure, say, Adi will go through sentence be a judge the bemano as a widget tomb. Was it Anne? What yatum? Then the judge will tell you, say, as at that point, you need to plead guilty first before the court. So you need to plead guilty before the court, not with Attorney General. Because Attorney General there, negotiations kakena woye. Not what be plead guilty before the judge. Then the judge will admit say what plead guilty. Mrano kwa mrano ma. Or since one appeal guilty at that point, the whole plea bargaining process, we need to trash it because there is no plea bargaining. So answer never go through, you need to plead guilty before the court. Now court now record it. Then the sentencing comes in. And the judge, ebe sentence, what Emrana say he shall consider agreement now when the Attorney General, I watch it. Benotia, I can be considered there by force. By force. Because consider is not imposing. He can only reference it and be guided by it. And then there shall you are mandated. But to consider that is not an imposing way. And the judge, because agreement now when Attorney General, what's the one jail? 30 million, 30 million, no person 25 million, yama 1 year. But judge, actually, you have said that be mental here. Sikan over to 25 million. And I say, over to yes, I can about me 1 year back, and one more them, and I work them 2 years. Then I say for them. So this whole process, baby, a jinemu, a court to them. And at that point, you need to admit guilt. You were civil cases, I don't know. And in settlement, a bit through arbitration, then I say for I don't know what it, Menobet Sem. I'm person will go through that particular process, and on the young could some. You bet me arbitration, settle your home. And there is no point for you so plead guilty and I said not guilty. And as I Apple, America, Omona manfo nya cases bebre because omo moton phones then as for no ebia on a customer bi ana oni obi nya asem na se yeka se ye kokota kodi asem no afefe niam mu a the reputation of the company will be at stake. And they wouldn't want to go through that particular process. It is sometimes they go for settlement. And only a different from criminal, your friend saying, the criminal part of it. Why you born at your mind, and the more beyond never be nada say, wound to be any for an internal quaquaji plea bargaining or no one who say process it all, and one man near dinner somewhere, Nina and trouble because Emrana Shekete say, answer na plea bargain ever go through no. You must first plead guilty. And yes, I judge to me mount and she say because they will have no grounds in law. Then I say for them. And some na air cost when ra or no quaternas or sanko goon and you must be nipo mutu sanko for wherefore. Sometimes I generally musana or the two position casa boom 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 no. The same thing. Because you see, case in the Yanyan Assembly or may have bearing on whatever that is going on. What I say, a been acquire a butcher kind of FBI case now. Issue no cause yama belo akoti na now we interview. Everything you say subsequent to any proceedings, may be referenced. You understand? You're recorded. Exactly. Because today he's saying say a phone or door. Yeah. Although we no. Your friends and so now we have to chromatic tsunami BTC and your friends a hurricane BC chroma. Bro for almost bear whatever acres win and so CV nina. Sansem when I am crasem and oko social media you see the revulsion and the anger Ghana for every civil some of these things. So I think say Wontumi has no case. The fact of the matter they say were perpetrating fraud against the republic of this particular country and a state to go after him. Say NDC as a political party and as a government, I am not doing say about which hante obi wo MPP man. I am not sure. Said any political strategic person will go after Wontumi. Do you know why? Because you go for somebody our political capital value, our positive influence on the party. So our party nima, and my party ni gaini. But Wontumi is somebody whose presence and I say he being part of the MPP, it's a negative factor. And such person, you should never target such a person. Because party no womnuko uko kumasia. through on one kasa no, a lot of people have left the party. And do we obi a political strategy that would devise obi na person or which hunting will you go for such a person? You want more of his kind to be in the party. Sebeya obekoso apama man for free party no. So clearly no, it is because of the things a why okwakwaje bosia as a wutie date ya or the tea company no so de kwaje bosia na. Company no ane day na okwakwaje bosia na. Bosia no nyini chain company no. That is an element of fraud because there na wo de kwakwaje company de nyanti.
Company na wo de kwa apply for loan no.
Yes.
Yeah, company no.
Or apply for loan no and sana yeah register company no was incorporated. What I say that is the basis. And then again, nensaka sika na so afa adwuma for na se for no nyina no. There were strict guidelines and so adhere to where another company ebe regulated the pana wa for mo adwuma no. Se be ya ombetime monitor sa wa fa nipa adwuma omutua na ka oka kire omo se nipa na ofo mo adwuma no. Dodo na when it comes to IT na se for mo ko internet back and forth na or needs that particular orientation, you know, and you know about your mocha. And then who's a Ghana, so when it comes to monitoring and evaluation, some of these things are very effective.
Yeah.
And then he took all these steps just to ensure say Sikana Babanaho at the end of the day. He did not buy anything. A pro former invoice. Onwa fa nyansa kwan so papa ye no receipt a nyame ama ne nyansa manam papa serial numbers na eno na kofa na wie ye buy so akoto cars ne nasefo a eno hu nyina ba. So you see say aban ka say or go after people na Ghana for no so gitum say nkrofo bi de omonsa ba oman sikam and we need to go after them. I think that this is a test case. Ghana ni bi ani di akire. But as to whether the government will accept plea bargaining or not, no, we have no control over it. And personally, I am against this plea bargaining thing because it's highly unreasonable at this point. All that we want is deterrence, you know. You better resort to some of these things because the existing criminal justice system, no, and making it possible for us to jail whoever we want to jail and at the same time recover our money. You understand? Because plea bargaining, especially within the political landscape, it will be abused. The last time now I was saying, the whole essence of its introduction started somewhere in America in 1800.
Yeah.
Because now pressure, court, so, and prosecutors, they shall see any accused persons, and why would you say would for the forward? Then they will negotiate, take you to the judge, and the judge will agree. Then you go home. And now, America, about 90% of their criminal cases, settled through plea bargaining. And they almost 90% go through plea bargaining. And nema among for faso muisu in a certain way. But when is no. Niema bi ebenya bi ebese no enti se kwabrane behu saade no okrom ha ya na obisa se ba na sen kwa na 2022 amanfo de aniaden ya mende act 30 kofa saade we ba be shem. Clearly, just people had a motive because I'm transing who's a crown on the how do we regulate out? And this is a strategy, you understand? Now, my case plea bargaining deba kwa. Baby and who I acquire because even where it started, among for criticizing say then abandon the wheels of justice because I know the day whoever can pay our bargaining will you bet me bargaining well no will get away and they making sure that the existing system now kasano will target the money that the person has stolen and at the same time we jail whoever that we want to jail. Sabe be serve as a deterrent to obi out in chance say amamone yama opportunity say bra on my muna betra bebu on my so enya sa wonim nyansa achen obi anasa ya kwanya se fa be pesika ma ho na mom on my no one hye ya edi agu ho se wudi so na se wonni so a emire bi beduru you be answerable to obia as a one sound to the state. And the air cost is also a lesson to people within the NDC government today. Wherever you find yourself, Wontumi day is one to two near my also dear beba. Because it's a progressive thing that air cost. So I think that these are some of the things that we need to do. As to whether the Attorney General will accept or not, that is up to them. And whether or not could do court will okay it to become whatever legal or whatever, that is up to them. But my basic principle is I am against this plea bargaining principle because you see, it seeks to create a certain impression, say, among many people, especially you can do a survey, I put it to him to conduct a survey on this. How are Ghana for affiliate towards plea bargaining and so forth. Because out there, no, among for impression, we say, the political elites and the political class and the FASO and negotiating we are now negotiating the criminal liabilities, then they go away. Now because ya kasa mi nkonko we sika after 5 years. Means emetie mu 90%. And when you just steal the money, you go do investment. At the end of the day, you negotiate your way and you get away. You understand? So for me, I think that when it comes to some of these highly sensitive political crimes against the state now, it is not just about the recovery of the money. Namum, it's also a way of sending message to people out there say we are trying to reinforce a certain red lines, be conventional red lines. You don't cross them. The very moment you cross them, emrano say emrano nudi. Now you make sure say the say ya jeno yaje baby esa okọ na wako. That is the only way betimi abo man ho ban. Enti omo nama ye dede na wuntumi na ya target no na wuntumi na ya yese no. Senka President Mahama bae na wuntumi ye ni na sam ya nye no hwe na ya tam no e de ye na koto prisoner. Then you have a cause to complain. But as it stands now no, he's been subjected to the proper procedure in court. Proper court near court of competent jurisdiction. Young man on the right and Article 19, right to your friends fair hearing. Everything you see there when you right to cancel or go through the process in as if for you. I don't know the day. Say judgment in a Bible and judge in the catch and say, oh, media assembly Wontumi who someone. I am not sure that anybody will be angry. Now say go the other way so that is how it should be. But these people quickly, in order to water everything, no, at Krum, and I don't know the kind of political strategy this time around MPP want to put forward because Obakaya, Abra LGBT and Brano Babonte, no, they could not pass within their timer. Now, no, go through, no. You saw the kind of a strategy of Muyuzu, yeah. Not to put pressure on the president to sign because they know say the president will sign when they get to him. Now, yen taking away value from your friend is saying the bill. Sabaya Ghana for Bakasa bill no cry tutu ni free. But don't forget, say Afenyo Markin in 2024 was on TV telling people say obi a gay on deserves of a jail. On deserves of a punishment, a behavioral disorientation and nipananya. And see the court institutions ya mamo communal ya fan saying punishment and as a form that person was able to justify that punishment or be or no what me introduce prison sentence into the law no or no to musia because say anya dirty politics na way they be na obey. So that is the same strategy and I'm adopting her just to send a message to people say Wontumi is being hounded and to say bamwa ya kan then I know they becomes politics. So for me, I think that now in Sri Lanka, you miss a baby a Ghana for Adri. A man for do na political and they are very active. A man for ending the ecoso. So some of these dirty political tactics now, this 1990 playbook now, you think that you can whip on the emotions and on sentiment of the people. Now what deceive them no, and you cannot have that particular space because Anya she went to Oko social media obenye bietie and now wo na wanya ntia or go back obetimi at his own way comfort way obetimi atie and then the people will be educated. So I think that the MPP will have to vary their political tactics in the strategy because this patapa gidi no I don't know it worked for them maybe in the 90s in the 2000s but this time now the consumers of the political market in Assasa people are very assertive, very critical, very intelligent. And the other baby no bisa whole question answer. Man say NDC MPP to kan ya wafa ahodi. Na no yete ha and a grown men. Sorry so mo kwa afari. Menim say wo hwe video no bia. Eko ka kire President Mahama say waba 18 months ni adenti na afari enya adwuma. Na wo bisa ho say 8 years na MPP wo power no. Yetu afari di kosi China na ni krom ha. President Mahama bae na yede bae. And sometimes nema no mo ye no just say there is no the poverty of logic and intellect in the kind of argument they make. Sometimes what's in China where I cry, you become so surprised. And in Crawford when I know moody or mine or so no. Because watch it, you may have legitimate cause of President Mahama bias even so on call Hokrana. The mere fact say what's in our conjunction for 8 good years. Diana Yekano, SC or Florida, where we know vote Cassia free. Now what tenants abandoned the place. It got to a time other journalists crack or horse or more quack or shed the echo to her. Ye who the omo, so ya for boaman for bidding from Ewo Chroma saying. Hospital no, ye jai my moon near my woman in say the same thing yes agleme and then I know Black Rasta kohoko ye video. Now we near my say ye to aboa noa, uho yembesho. And today these people have the courage. say omo ko afari na cameramen eni omuachi and their bed is to question government why afari enya adwuma because konfa no chia ye ma na hu say sabi sometimes no etire na ye de politics no kuruma no dodo na sabi enya eti papa because I was sorry na say we take some of these courses one kasa you need to do self introspection, ask yourself critical questions adenti na manye way na ade na manye na me ko bisa ho asem no de be na nyansafo be fa aka fa me ho but maybe you need to be smart to do all these calculations. When you're smarter you can just go there and embarrass yourself, and I think that is what is happening within the MPP. So somebody need to sit them down. Opposition, you know, you need to understand the modern terrain na you know, the mindset of the people, the nipa no air from your opposition, because you see, whenever you lose power, you lose connection with the people. You need to reconnect, and reconnecting, you know, the language, the tone, your message, everything, you know, must be carved in such a way so very appealing to the people. But that aggressive, hostile manner, yanya ni NDC MPP issue, no, nyansa omo nyansa animo. The very moment we do it the MPP way, the NDC way, no, thinking say the people will buy. Trust me, the young people of this country now, no, don't give a damn about those politics anymore. Our politics, no, more relegated to the back door. Our mono, they are not interested. They are only interested in the policy alternative. Nema buying the the options that are available, job opportunities are buying the how the economy can be stable. They are stabilizing. Ama nema koye kwanya. Your friends are ama the personal individual economy no atime jina ye no. That is what the average and ordinary person is looking at, but not this trivia. Your friend is saying 12th century politics now, things that we can just harness hype on the emotional keyboards of the people, and because they are tribally affiliated to us, you know, that politics is gone. It's the reason why consistently you see them embarrassing themselves all the time on TV. But I think that where we are, so we have baby aware now the signs so far now. It give you a certain hope and confidence. And I think that is where the focus should be. Whoever on your now join this particular agenda to transform Ghana to where we want Ghana to be, you know, we can just leave them behind and move on. And I think they'll realize the more and the kind of dirty politics and the trivial politics of more maybe they'll catch up with that. So I think so far so good. Or no. Earlier, there were a lot of criticisms and then as a forum, but Baby Ababedri, I think, is coming to light. And I will urge the Attorney General to continue, because you see, so what's na Kroma now quantify Sika and Krofo we see or mobu we are free Chrome haya. Watch it, we am and you cannot cite a single monumental project. I bet Makasa Kwabrane by a way no by year. You go back to John Mahama 2016, you'll be able to point certain your friend is saying development like Legon Hospital. Your friend is saying Anyashe Bank and several other monumental projects that transcend beyond generation. A bit me a different dance here. Among where Omoba no a estate na individual so to or mine sika and yedi we are the top estate. Say ya yereni abusi and form at the ABB companies this ikakum. So that is the difference. So sometimes you can't men this in MPP ye pet. But comma in terms of development, you see that the NDC is far better than the MPP when it comes to say yen develop or mine. Because when some people come, they focus on themselves, how they can build business, their allies and their friends. But somebody who focus on how to build the universities, hospitals, and other development where a bit me about mine. So for me, I think that Ghana for politics and a term and that Ghana need to the near onim diako. And the Wontumi case, you know, it's not just the Wontumi case. There are several legs of it. Matisse or say your friend is saying the other cases, this was a lawyer. And then there are no one
now, no. Okay, 3 cases and on honor.
Yes.
Other 2 nedie. Papana nedie.
Okay.
Pia Kubino.
Okay.
Judgment Day, 3rd July. The other now.
What is that?
Milud Abba. Touching.
Yeah.
Touching.
No, that's Samurai boy. There. No, so because I've seen reports.
No, Samurai boy. No. And Judgment Day na we say your turn on him. Yeah, turn on him no enra and I think said prosecutor the 3rd witness no.
Okay.
Enra Thursday, enra Tuesday. And appear could be
okay.
Cross examination of that state prosecutor's witness for 3 solid hours.
Okay.
And I know the Uja Funedi says to so best Sunday, but reporter Monday by and say, me load. I hear honorable attaching.
And some be say on the but you see some of this and I say a new consequential impact be on the case. Because judge and be or be the merit of the case, you know, I said when you from the fact, the decision be obegu. So the only option out the man want to say more your friend saying written submissions. On for man, maybe he will read through, analyze before and send out the judge or back guide it. And so on. And to one of far wound to mean a foul Juma. Also, when you be a man, young Koboko to a man, wound to mean the cause, Master Summer Council. But I make us a domo yen just crocodile John tactics. Because Munim say media and also will not ask them critical questions. Because issue we all shall see our way. Abroad can't say all withdraw no, Onyan withdraw you. And as Onya ne motion no crano, not yen decided on. Not on granted TV, you have a radio interview more than how many times our representative went to even in court. And here we are now, he was running media circles. The whole idea was to sow a certain way in the minds of Ghanaians. And to really nobody could say Wontumi. That is exactly what he's doing. So for me, I think that's our name way, you know, just trivia. Ghana for will not take it serious. Okay. The fact of the matter, they say Ghana for the the president to deliver, especially on say aura. And as long as he's within that particular realm or Jumano, Ghana for will be satisfied. Any other thing they cause on the sideways beyond, because at the end of the day, the government no crana slow down and I will fail to do that. And you see the pressure that goes on the government. So behind the scene negotiations, a man for Zoom is behind the scenes negotiation because so I'm a couple of bichon. I know the day 2 million your president the only wakase media chow. It is with the people of this country, you understand? So president any right to say media chow. And
court on your president.
Another arm of government. India no crowd there and more because there are those speculations spinning around that. One you care for you fall for it, say you are couple bichow. And it is not within Obi to say media channel. All right. And ran and any year you might know the day a quay man of fine and that is it.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.